Hello, retro fans. I'm not really sure when the stream has started right now, but well, let's assume everything is on time so far. I don't know. And well, welcome to another Famicom Friday. And today I have kind of a mission, kind of a goal, because I have picked games where I have no idea what I have to do. And most of the time I'm not going to understand them, and therefore it's going to be a kind of search and try mission tonight, and let's see whether we can get this solved together. So let's switch to the Famicom screen, and I started with one. Just recognize that these earphones are not working. That's pretty annoying, have them in my ears, so let's try it in a different way. And the first game I have picked is, I think it's called Family Jockey. And what I was trying to do, I have installed Google Lens on my phone, and now I should be able to capture the screen and do some translate. Not sure if it's going to be helpful or not, but anyway, this is probably something we're going to use for the other games. I think Family Jockey is something we may figure out by ourselves, and it's very likely about horse riding, I guess, and it's probably going to be about winning, making some money, and so on. So let's see if we can have some progress with this one. Just going to make some space so that I have more room. Yep. One player, only race. So fortunately this game has a few English terms, so it's probably not going to be too hard. So, as far as I understand, we have to pick a horse here, and I've learned that there's a second page, and perhaps there's a horse that makes a bit more sense than the others. I have no idea if it's really going to work, but let's try it. A quite overwhelming screen, so let's see if we can use Google Lens to tell us what's the main message of this screen. A bit confused by my light. So, in the top left corner it says gin bar. Not so helpful. I wish it would just make kind of a layover so that I do not have to pick every single line. Condition. Okay, perhaps the weather or something like this. And the next one. Record. Okay. So that's probably the fastest time. And there's going to be a list of horses then. Blur 2. Whatever. So, let's assume that's not important for the game. Let's see if we can have some horse riding. Oh. So I'm this pinkish one at the end of the field. May have to catch up a little bit. And it looks like I made it to the second place. Not bad, not bad. Next race. So I guess I'm on top of the list, and I have no idea what those circles and kind of triangles mean. I mean, I'm not familiar with horse riding at all, so not to talk about Japanese horse riding. I'm a bit slow, may have to catch up. Ah, it's going to be close, that's going to be close. Fourth place. Let's see if this is enough. Next race. Well, we're still in the game. See if we can place ourselves in a strategical better position. This looks like first place. Oh, rainy. So now all those circles, or most of them, are moved to our horse. So that's perhaps some sort of ranking or so. Looks like my start button isn't really working. So, oh, the track has changed. Oh, you have to jump. Oh, I crashed into the barrier. Oh, damn, I was in the lead. Game over. That's hard. Well, let's try again. So basically I was quite happy with the horse. Just forgot which one. This one, I think. Alright. Rainy. Oh, first arrivals at the chat. Hello, Metz Larsen, thanks for joining. Hello, Citizen. Good evening or good day, I think, on your side. Chinese horse riding is the new thing. I have no idea whether this is a new thing. It's just I've got this Famicom with a bunch of cartridges, and most of them are very Japanese, Chinese, whatever. And I thought it's going to be worth a session to test those games as well, even if I have no idea what I have to do. But actually, I made it to round 3 now, and actually I assume it is Japanese. I think it's not Chinese. Can you read Japanese? No, not at all. Not a single sign. But I have a Google Lens, and I can try to translate parts of the screen with Google Lens. And it has worked a bit so far. Not with all the words on the screen, but with some of them. But I haven't figured out how to operate this. I thought it is going to present the translation in real time, but I have to hit translate all of the time. And then I get perhaps a little bit hard to read, but that's actually the Japanese part. And then I got the translation record time. So first, as I said, the third line is going to say record. And what was the other line? And it's sometimes not recognizing all of it condition, so probably the weather or something like this. Bad. So we got bad weather. Let's see what our horse is doing in bad weather. Oh, very bumpy ride. What I figured out so far is that with the button A I can kind of motivate my horse to run a bit faster, and with B I can jump. So the very first time I was trying the game I wasn't even getting out of the gate, so this is what I have made so far. Looks like it's still rainy. That's a cool idea with the translate. Thank you very much. I thought I had to open myself for other cultures as well. Not going to expect that everything is served in English or German or so. And I think most of the games for the Famicom are made for kids. So I assume this has to be somewhat intuitive. Oh, I got stuck in the mud, but I made it. First place! Oh, now the part with the jumping. I have to collect some coins. No idea what they're doing, but they are there. There must be a purpose. Oh, let's see whether we can... No! Ooh, this looks bad. This looks bad. 7th place. We're out. Damn it. So this game looks pretty unforgivable. So if you do not finish at a certain position, then it looks like it's over. So we have to perform a bit better. Oh, my horse kind of fell asleep in the middle of the race. Oh! Oh, now we have to make some progress. 4th place, probably not enough. Oh, next race. That was close. Oh, no. Got stuck in the traffic. Fourth place. Well, already had some better races. Oh, bumped me. So let's see whether we can get them stuck in the mud, and did almost the same. Now we just have to keep in front. Pretty stressful. Forgot to jump. Oh, I'm still in. I thought the race is over. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. No. Don't think we made it. Nope. Last place. Game over. That's hard. That's hard. And we're back at the beginning. So let's see whether we have some other options here. One player. Only game, family game. Whatever the family game is going to be. Let's check. Usual horse picking. Let's see whether Google can translate top. No, don't recognize the front. First row? No. Okay. Speed is the first item. Okay. And now it's gone. No. But the handling of Google Lens is indeed a bit strange. I really don't understand why it isn't showing the translation immediately. Let's mark the whole line and see what happened. Speed Studio Nakaka Shambu Boo. I have some doubts about this translation. Well, let's assume these are some features of our horse and, well, so the retro thing I ordered from China got lost. I got the full refund, maybe just as well as it's not that highly rated. I heard they're making a new retro thing anyway. I have excellent output from my two TC64 V2s anyway. Yes, so, well, that's sorry to hear about the retro thing. And yeah, you're right, they built a new one, the retro thing Pro. And the old one is now called RetroTing Classic, and they have adjusted the price as well. So the Classic is now around, I think, $80 euro, something like this. But the Pro remains at I think 120, 130 euro, dollar, something like this. And well, I'm considering getting one for testing to see whether it's better than the Classic. But I haven't decided yet, and excellent output from my two TC64 V2s. Well, it's interesting because some people complain that the video output, do you talk about the VGA output? Some people complain that the VGA output is kind of washy, so to say, a little bit soft. And I have to admit that I'm not really happy with the output. So 640 x 480 or 800 x 600 is quite okay, but if we go for, let's say, some Amiga desktops or something like this, then you may crank up the resolution a bit more, even if the Amiga hasn't that much resolution, but it's probably a bit better to for the scaling and all that effects. But then it becomes a bit not so good. So, let's go back to horse riding a bit. We are going to test the family mode. So far, the same. And now it starts to be a bit confusing. Now we have to select something. I have no idea what it is. Oh. Can enter some numbers, whatever they do. Maybe some kind of a bet system or so. May do not bet on the very same horse all the time. I thought I have still no idea what I'm doing. only used him for my C64's 800 x 650 Hz and Sync to VIC. Yeah, that's probably the best approach, yeah. I have a ton of real Amigas, so it's not interesting for me to use the Amiga core. I see, yeah, for me it's probably one of the main features I'm using it, because I do not have the space for an Amiga, but I do like to play, for example, Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge every now and then it's very comfortable to have just a TC64 on the desk and run the Amiga core. So, whatever we did, let's see if this is going to have some results somewhere. But first we may have to work on our position. And it's a bit unlikely that we... Oh, 4th place. Yep. Not bad, not bad. Just back in a second. So... Now we have to do this again. I can't see if this was something successfully or what we have done at all. Got a bit stuck in the traffic here. Almost. Almost first place. Give it a... Yeah, that was close. My only complaint is with the output is some ghosting. However, I'm using the BenQ BL702A and BL912 LCD screens, but I have noticed ghosting on Indivision products like Indivision ECS and ECS V2. Well, okay, yeah, I think ghosting is what I mean with a little bit washed out picture or something like this. So it's not really crystal clear. I'm running it over the OSSC, and basically I think it's not really a problem of conversion. And I'm having a pretty, well, expensive and very short VGA cable just to avoid any issues with the VGA cable. But, well, yeah, compared to a, let's say, modified C64 with a modulator replacement and running it over the FrameMeister, for example, then it's a different league, I have to say. So, well, I have still no idea what this screen is all about. I think we can bet some money on whatever. I have no idea about the numbers. So, I don't know. Probably something I have to Google or so. Ah, I was hoping to stay in front. Third place. Well, still in the race, at least. And I've got my first Turbo Chameleon, the version 1, I was testing this on different monitors, and it was really a little bit tricky to find one that was really able to run the output, and especially most of those cheaper LCDs are not happy with 50 Hertz, so you really have to set the turbo camera into 60 Hertz in order to get the monitor to run. But if you want to play PAL games on the C64, then you need 50 Hertz, and therefore I really had some struggle with this one, and fortunately the OSSC converts this quite fine, and therefore it's not really an issue at all. So, got the impression we are racing the very same racetrack over and over again. Made it in first place. Now we have to stay in front. Keeps blocking me. Let's see whether we can make some progress in the mud. Yeah, first place. I'm having no idea what this means, so let's type in some numbers and see if it's going to change something. Getting good displays from retro stuff is always a struggle. Yes, indeed. Yes, in the forum. Oh, I crashed into the barrier. I was jumping. Come on! What happened? Oh, we're out of race. That's hard. Should have paid more attention to the game. Yes, at the Forum 64 there are long threads about the best display on the market, and a lot of stuff is just available as some second-hand option at eBay or so, and people keep them as some kind of personal treasure. And yeah, it's really a little bit tricky. I still have some of the old Commodore monitors, so the 1084S, and I think an older one as well. And I think I still have some old CRT TVs back from perhaps 80s, 90s, something like this. But actually I have no space to place them somewhere. Just know that they are somewhere in the attic, and there will be a time when I am going to get them. Oh, looks like we are not out of the race. Oh yeah, it's just a demo function. So I can pretend being still playing the game, but well, it was actually game over. So let's move on to the next one and see if we can figure out what's going to be the mission with the next game. So this looks very promising, but there might be a big disappointment. I have no idea. Good chance to have some tea. Oh, more Japanese. Translate. Gachapon Warrior 3. That's the yellowish part. And is it going to translate this bluish part as well? Oh, it's not. I don't want to translate it. Tendai Jinguji Saburo Yokohama Korensoku Satsuin Jiken. Whatever this means, I have no idea. And it just says me a couple of similar screens. Which is probably not as helpful as I was hoping. But there's new game. Continue. Let's start with a new game. Oh. That's a bit tricky. 10 options. No idea what it means. Monster Hunter 4 means 0.4. 0.1. Really? Stand up. First line means stand up. Probably. So I may have to improve this a bit. It's not really working the way I have expected it. One text to select this. Translate. Bold triple. So, not sure if this is going to be helpful. So let's just start with 0.1. Now we can select something. Whatever it means. Let's see. Yeah, it's working a bit better. Player. Okay. So, this one. Produce. Okay. Yes. Okay. Ah, okay, this means either yes or no, probably. It's not going to translate a second word. Ah, now we go. None. Okay. So, produce. And then we got lend. Whatever. Kenobi. Hey. So this row makes no sense to me. Let's see what the next one is saying. Push. Kenobi. Oh. Not making that much sense. Getting good display from retro stuff is always struggle. Oh yeah, I already referred to this one. Okay. So. Okay. Looks like some sort of RPG. More screens? So, I guess this is going to be a bit tricky. So I can select them. Let's see whether this line makes some sense. Transferring units. Ah, okay. The next one. Please choose. Okay, did so. This looks like some sort of status screen. But now, since I've moved all of them, oh, something happened. Ah, so this is some kind of overview of our whatever. But it is going to be a bit easier to find our units or so. Nothing happened. Ah, so if it's going to be turn-based, then it's actually time for the opponent to do something. And now we are back in the game. I'm copying a rather updated VHD load game archive over to an Amiga compact flash card. Over 170,000 files. That's an impressive amount of files indeed. So, yeah, so we can move some of our units. And it looks like if they got an E, then they can't move any further. And there must be another one here. So now we have moved them all. Now it's the enemy turn. Oh! Oh, options. Let's check. So it looks like Google Lens has really a hard time capturing those kind of, how's it called? Not a hieroglyph, it's a sign or so? A Japanese whatever? Oh, I have no idea. It's not a letter, no, isn't it? Come on! Every time I move the phone a bit, it captures a different part of the screen, but not a single line. Huh. Difficult. About 56,000 files left now, it's very slow, just regular USB transfer. So this amount of files sounds very impressive. So the single mode, it's not working all of the time, but it looks rather robust. Oh, still there. I think it's probably 2,700 games or more. That's indeed an impressive number. I assume it will take some time to go through all of them. So it looks like the one on the top is kind of invincible. What else can we have? Oh, we lost one. What's the fourth option? Oh, another one. So it looks like the fourth option is kind of just do nothing, which wasn't a good idea at all. Looks like we lost one unit. So for this game it would be very nice to have some translated version to at least understand what's the purpose of it. What's the meaning of those units? And assuming that there's perhaps a chance to get some understanding, I think that's going to be a very nice game. So it's really some sort of fast-paced, turn-based game. So, those enemy units are pretty strong. No chance. The info screen at the bottom is flicking through the different words quite fast, so it's really hard to follow up. I was trying to make some sense out of the numbers, but now we lost another kind of soldier, whatever it is. I really wonder that we make no progress with this unit so far. It's indestructible. Now we got another one. Oh! That's definitely not our best turn so far. So, at least the unit hasn't disappeared completely. Three against 3. I think that's the remaining squad from the first turn. Oh, this hurts. Are they going to eliminate me? One die. But we die. So I really have to figure out what all these numbers mean and how to play this properly. Because overall I think it is really a nice game. It's really fast, has quite some nice graphics, some action-oriented music, and it reminds me a little bit of Sad on the PC, or a little bit of Planet X2 from the 8-bit guy on the C64, but oh, 5 against 1. This one is much faster and has some bigger sprites and all that stuff. But well, It's actually just some guessing what I'm doing here. I may check whether I can find this on my EverDrive or the NES. There's a folder with translated games, perhaps that's part of the collection, so I may have a chance to get an understanding what this game is doing. Because to have a little strategic game in the collection can't hurt. Since I wasn't really up to... Oh, can't move to this place. Best performance last, or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last week I had to skip because of my dog having health issues, which is still remaining. Oh no, they got some kind of bread guy in the group. Oh, he's kind of revengeful. Not going to accept that we're going to hit him, or that we had hit him. Oh, he eliminated the one. So this looks like a very tough squad. But I mean, we lost all of the battles so far. So maybe I'm doing something wrong, or it is just a challenging game, I have no idea. Maybe I can find a video or something like this, a kind of walkthrough or long play. But this doesn't feel very controlled to me right now. So the red guy is really some sort of superior. No. Now he's gone. My little buddy is gone. And another battle. Oh, now we got some different units. Let's see what they can do. Not so impressive. Oh. They are not very resistant, it looks like. But he had a big gun. Was expecting a bit more effect. But well. Oh, yeah. Nope. So this sort of lightsaber isn't really doing that much. Are we still one man ahead? This big cannon isn't doing that much either. Should be two. Which one of it? Nice gun, okay. HP 2. Nope. HP 11. Oh! They do something. I have no idea what this G is all about. Can't move it, I can't do anything with it. Oh, I think I skipped a turn. Ah, I thought I did this at the beginning as well. Really have to translate this box. One against 3. I really like the animation. It's really nice. Survived. Ah, not enough impact. Come on. That's a huge bullet. Oh, this unit. Oh, heavy impact. Level 6. No idea about the level of my guys. Oh. I really wonder whether we can eliminate him, or is this some sort of superhero? I mean, I throw all my combined forces upon him, but it's not showing any effect. I survived his attack. Ah. Not impressed at all. Oh. Oh, he's good. really have to see whether we can have some progress with the guy. With the orange guy. No, he's making progress with us. Ooh, what's that? Whoa. They look strange. And they are pretty strong. No chance. Absolutely no chance. And he's gone. Oh, that's terrible. Do we have something left? Yeah. Not that much, but can move to this place. Strange. Ah, I won't go. Oh, at least one. I don't know if you have seen Dave Bradley, the American C64 YouTuber. He must have an insane amount of C64 bread pins. Oh no, I really have to check. Dave Bradley. Okay, I will look at whether I can find him. Arcade Ren. Hey Daniel, what game is this? This is, good question. I think I translated this at the beginning, but I forgot the title. I think I'm going to be dead pretty soon anyway, then we will have a look. It is some sort of turn-based Gundam RPG. But most of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. I just press some buttons, but looks like I'm losing big time. Enemies invading my territory, and I can't do anything against it. And I assume I have to build something, or I mean, if it's resource based, then I may have to do something with these special thingies here. I have no idea what. So, one last desperate battle. Ah, at least. I think it's not going to help us for a long time. So, well, they kind of capture some of my resources. So it must have some kind of importance. I really have to check whether I can find some help or some walkthrough or some gameplay video. Can't move to this place. Can move at all. Okay, let's see. Back in a bit, we're out at breakfast. Cool, having breakfast. Time zones are really some exciting stuff. And he's gone. Ah. I really wonder why they are so much stronger than my guys here. It's really... Either I'm doing something terribly wrong, or it is just a very hard game and I may have to adapt myself to a, let's say, different strategy. Oh. So I'm afraid it's coming to an end. I don't think we're going to change how it goes right now drastically, so but let's see how the end looks like. There's going to be some sort of game over. They're coming closer. Oh, there's just one left. Oh, at least. I haven't expected this. I thought the darkish guy is going to be the hardest. So 4 against 1, that's not going to have a good end, I am afraid of, so probably just a matter of time and then this little fellow has to give up. There's going to be one last chance. Oh. Last man standing. So A is probably armor, and HP is some kind of health points or so. The numbers aren't changing, that's strange. And now he's gone, suddenly. Oh! This looks like the final battle now. Oh! And they are pretty effective. No chance. Looks like what I'm doing has absolutely no impact here. But what they're doing is pretty effective. Oh well, he survived a bit. But I highly doubt that this is going to change the way he runs right now drastically. And he's gone. There's one left. 1420. And then I'm not sure whether the list is now showing the standing of the opponents and any 24, 16. That's really strange that the numbers aren't changing. Oh, still not game over. But there's just one unit left. And this is probably not going to change that much. Oh, I think that's the very last. Whatever robot unit we have. Rather effective. Oh. How are they going to kill my last protection? Probably against the enemy. Oh, at least. Only 20. So the status screen at the bottom is rather confusing. Now he's acting completely on its own. And now he's gone. Oh well. I don't think that's a good sign. That's probably the end of the game. Game over. Well, at least we made it to here. Took quite a while. And well, as I said, I think that's probably going to be a cool game if we got some sort of understanding. Not all those screens and options are meaning. And yeah, we were looking for the title of the game, so let's try to translate it again. Now it has even translated the bottom line, at least some sort of. So let's try to type this into the chat. And he's coming back that he can read this. And it's good for me, and I'm going to look this up on the internet a little bit later to maybe find some kind of instructions or so. But I think enough for this one. Let's move on and see if we got some games where we have even less understanding. Maybe some of them are broken. I'm not even sure if all of them are running. Yeah, here we go. Oh, this looks some sort of Othello or something like this. So it looks like we can kind of freely positioning pieces on this board. But what's going to be the purpose? Oh. That me? What's my color? Black. Okay. Do we have to create some pattern? Why are those 4 blinking and mine weren't? Now we are white. Okay. Very strange. Oh, they are blinking again. Why? Oh, they are blinking. That's weird, isn't it? So we did something wrong again. Can't be that hard to figure out what we have to do. Now you're blinking again. I want my stones to blink. Now we lost. Lost again. That's hard. What am I going to do? Still not the end of the game. That's actually the longest turn so far. Oh, just give me a second, I have to check my dog. Oh, this sounds not good, this sounds not good. So, well, unfortunately, I have to finish this now because I really have to take care of my dog. He's not doing very well so far, and therefore I'm not really in the mood to play games. But well, anyway, I think it was kind of an interesting evening having those games where we have absolutely no idea what we have to do, and we're probably going to kind of do this again. I may check, but I have a chance to translate some of the parts, and then we will see if we have some more progress. So thank you to everyone for joining. Thanks for participating in the chat, and then see you for the next Famicom Friday, probably in 2 weeks' time, because next week I have an appointment already in the evening, so that's not going to work. And well, yeah, let's see how we're going to make this happen. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. See you the next time. Bye bye.